Welcome to the ESN News. In today's broadcast, we are going to discuss the differences in healthy habits in our participating ESN countries. The topics we are discussing today are taking care of your skin, exercising, eating habits, and a social life.
I am the ESN scientist, and I am going to share you some tips and facts about healthy lifestyle throughout the video. But first, I want to encourage you to think about the healthy lifestyle and the habits in your own country.
We have interviewed ESN students from this year's conference and asked them about their healthy lifestyle from their personal life and their country.
Vamos, let's see the answers!
Very normal that people communicate more online than in real life. They may spend hours and hours on social media. But still, guys, according to ChatGPT, you can't marry your phone.
No!
Anyway, let's go to the next question and see how the ESN countries and students spend time with their friends and family.
Do people usually in Finland like to hang out with friends on their free time?
No, we don't like to. Okay, only specific people. We like our friends and family mostly, but not strangers. They're terrible.
Wait, I have one more question for you.
No, I don't want to talk with you. I'm from Finland and I have social anxiety.
I have a question for you. How are you spending your free time with your close ones?
After school, we went to a lot of shopping malls to drink coffee or just basically shop. But with family members, we usually go to neighbors and spend time with them and eat cakes, eat food, and spend time, drink tea too. We drink a lot of tea.
So we can say that it's a basic human need to surround ourselves with other people. It's because the longing for connections are in our biological needs. So remember to keep in touch with other people and the close ones because it's keeping you healthy.
Looks like our next topic is gonna be sports. We all know that exercising is very healthy for your body. But nowadays, teenagers just stay inside and scroll on TikTok. But now we will see how our ESN students stay active.
So how is the exercising culture in Poland?
I think it's really good, and also last year we had a big test, so we were able to check the physical conditions of the students.
So, did you know, according to many sources, that you should exercise 2 hours per day? And do you achieve that?
For teenager, it's a little bit difficult to have a 2 hours exercise per day because we start school very early and we stop very late. So, as for me, I try to do it because I love sport, but not a lot of teenagers do that.
So, did you know, according to many sources, that you should exercise 2 hours per day? And do you achieve that?
I don't think so. It's 2 hours. It's too much for me per day. I think 1 hour minimum. It's good because in Portugal we don't have too much time to practice. So 1 hour, it's fair enough.
So, what is the exercising culture in your country?
Well, it's very common for teenagers and kids to do a sport outside of school, and also we have a lot of bikes. It's really a bicycle culture in the Netherlands. So, fun fact: we have more bikes than people in the Netherlands.
So sport seems to be very important in many countries. But you know, sport isn't everything. Just finding simple exercises and daily activities can lead to healthy habits. Think about taking the bike or walking to school instead of the car, and taking a little stroll or cleaning the house. Because did you know, according to scientific research, adults should aim for 10,000 steps per day, and for children it's even more. So let's go walk.
Ooh, I'm getting kind of hungry. As you know, eating cultures differ per country. Let's hear about some of them.
So the first question I have for you is that what is the most important meal in your country?
In my country, every meal is important as the other, so it's not just one.
And what's your relationship with food?
I have a good relationship with food because we use always natural products and not processed. So good.
And is eating like a social event or?
Yeah, it's always a social event. Yeah.
You ready?
What's the most important meal in your country?
So it's probably lunch because after work you go home and you want to eat, so it's lunch. What also important is like in the evening Abendbrot, so it's like evening bread. It's very special to German, very cultural, so it's also very important.
Thank you. So the first question I have for you is that what is the most important meal in your country?
Well, in my opinion, is lunch because I can share the moment with other people, and also because it is before siesta. That is really important.
So could you tell me what's the most important meal in your country?
The most important meal in our country is lunch, basically. Yeah. Lunch.
Okay, why?
Because it's spiritual kind of thing that Hungarian people eat lunch together with their families, and people make it together, and the whole family gathers around. For example, in the weekends or like midday when everyone is free, and they eat lunch together. So. Yeah.
Okay.
And when it comes to meals, the most important thing is that your blood sugar is staying stable. So remember to eat regularly. Now, it's time to eat. I want my sandwich.
Now we will see how different countries are protecting their skin and if they're putting on sunscreen. Is it normalized in Finland to protect your skin against the sun?
It's very promoted, and the government wants to prevent us from having skin cancer, so yes.
And I have a question for you. Is it normalized to protect your skin against the sun in your country?
It is mainly for girls, but since we don't have a very warm weather, we use a lot of sunscreen in the summer only, and only when we are at the beach or the sun is so bright, but at other times it's not so common.
Oh, the sun is shining. Do you protect your skin in your country in any way?
Well, it's very normalized in our country to protect your skin, especially during the summer. But these past few years, there has been some extra attention for it because in the cities there have been some sunscreen places where you can just stick your hand under the automat and it will give you some free sunscreen. And so the government thinks it's very important in the Netherlands.
That's great.
There is a lot of evidence that all the three main types of skin cancer are caused by sun exposure. There are also risks of getting burned and getting early wrinkles on the skin. So be careful in the sun and think about if you need sunscreen or long clothes to protect your skin, or even sunglasses.
So, this was a sneak peek of how different people in different ESN countries take care of their health. In addition, none of the ways to live is better than the other. The most important thing is that it works for you and you feel healthy. But still, it's always good to be a little bit critical of your own health routines. And I want to challenge you to think critically about the health habits of you and your country.
Thank you for watching the ESN News.